10 most dangerous beaches in the world. Anywhere with white sand, some fresh breeze and a huge piece of land covered with blue wavy water comes across as perfect suits for swimming, surfing and breezing, but this is not always the case. Beaches may be attractive from afar, but the dangers they hide within themselves are something you wouldn't want to imagine. If you are planning to go some famous beach, it is wiser to do your due diligence to know how the water there are and what to expect, as there is so much that is covered by the beautiful palm trees, white warm sands and the seemingly cool place to hang out. You never know what danger may be lurking in the waters. And to paint a good picture of what beaches really are or can sometimes get, and why you need to be super careful, here are the 10 most dangerous beaches in the world, that make a good getaway spot but are hazardous. Number 1. Kyleigh Beach in Hawaii. This is a very refreshing beach that would get you all eager to go for a vacation, but it is not as welcoming as you would think it is. Beside it, there is Mount Kyleigh, which is known to be a very eruptive volcano. It has been erupting since the early 80s. The white sand there has been turned black-grayish because of the volcanic ash that has settled there. The fumes that the mountain gives off should be highly avoided by young children and adults as well, so that they cannot get their lungs and eyes damaged. Number 2. The new Smyrna Beach in Florida. This beach had kept its great attractive state for years until 2007. The beach was visited by white sharks, and they stirred up the waters by biting quite a number of people. Not only that, the following year, there were 24 more fatalities. Now, Guinness World Record has included this beach to the list of most dangerous beaches. This means that if you are still compelled the beach, you would want to stay clear of the waters because chances are you're going to take a shark bite home with you. But why go there to risk your life in the waters? Number 3. The Northern Sentinel Islands in the border of India. Here, no sharks inhabit the waters. The human hostility here is what makes you want to avoid the beautiful beaches in the island. It is said that there are people who are referred to as the Sentinels who are very unwelcoming and will open fire at you if you try to come close to their territories. India tried to make friendship with them and even gave them lots of gifts. But that didn't stop the guys in the island to put to death the 2 fishermen who went fishing in the waters. A rescue team that went to take their bodies with a helicopter also wasn't successful. Number 4. Heard Island in Antarctica. Surfers out there, are you ready for an extremely exciting surfing? And perhaps a few challenges too? Then this is the place to be. By the fact that it lies in the Antarctica, these waters are expected to be very cold, and they sure are. People who dare the waters end up freezing and dying from the cold or catching hypothermia. There is also the risk of an eruption coming from a highly eruptive mountain known as the Big Ben. Number 5. Gansbaai in South Africa. This is the famous home to many sharks in Africa and tops the list of the most shark-inhabited areas in the world. If you fear sharks, this is a place you simply want to pass, as you must visit beaches. The good thing is, you can play around with the sharks because you can secure your own cage which is strong enough to keep the white beasts from turning you into an afternoon snack. You can even feed them if you like, and if you are also brave enough to stand the white sharp teeth on those things. Number 6. Hanga Pi Beach in India. This place would make a really good swimming spot and enjoy a hot sun bath if only the pollution there was not as extreme as it is. This is perhaps the most polluted beach known in India. People have left a lot of waste on the shore, while even more waste finds its way into the waters, which poses the risk of getting you some nasty bacterial infections. There was also a lot of oil that covered the surface of the water after the ship MV Rak capsized. At the moment, everything in the beach favors you're not going there. Number 7. The Playa Zipolite Beach in Mexico. These waters are calling you to swim there by the amazing beauty and environment, but this perception changes when you actually jump in. People who have visited it, and more of those who almost their lives agree with the title it holds as the Beach of the Dead. The undercurrents there are pretty dangerous and can carry you off to the underworld in minutes. but the place is now much safer after some really trained expert lifeguards were placed there to save lives. The number of deaths has now gone down. Number 8. Bikini Atoll in the United States. The place favors diving and the marine life here is plenty to look at, and you are very much welcome to see them and enjoy some time in the water. That is if you are okay with the fact that there is a lot of radiation since the place was used for nuclear tests in the 1940s and 50s. There are some sharks that visit the place too. Maybe you could take a selfie with one of them. What do you think? Nice idea, huh? Number 9. Darwin in Australia. The beaches you find here are unfit for human enjoyment in almost all ways you can think of. Firstly, the wild, really wild creatures like crocodiles, sharks and jellyfish. Although jellyfish will keep you away from the water only from October all the way to May, the crocs are an all-time danger. It is said that about 4 crocodiles are taken out of the water every week. Also, there are a lot of bacteria in the water, so you might just want to take pleasure of the beaches in a well-secured place from all the dangers, which is not fun for a holiday. Number 10. The Hawaiian Hanga Pi Beach. Finally, there is Hanga Pi Beach. This is the beach known for its killer currents. At first, things seem so cool and favorable for a long refreshing swim, but when you get in the waters reveal their evil powers. The current will start building up, and before you know it, you will be taken deeper and deeper into it, with very little possibilities of getting rescued. Even the most experienced swimmers can lose their lives in the waters. There is a well-seen notice cautioning you to keep off the waters. When you are washed into the waters, you are less likely to get immediate help, as the guards will need to travel quite some distance to get to you.